Is this thing on? Is this what's happening here?
Who
Oh,
who is that strange fellow on the other side?
hey, do I know you? Welcome to Around the Bases, a pop culture and sports podcast with your host.
Charlie Seymour.
And I'm Tim Sternberg. Hit it, Nick. We're back. Oh my God, how long has it been? It's been like forever.
Yeah, it's
Charlie,
been like what,
dude.
7, 8 weeks?
I just had to go to a fat camp and, lose weight.
No, I mean, if that's what you did, clearly it worked.
Woo! What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I hear you went to a dad camp, didn't you? Our buddy Charlie is and Rosie, they are parents. Charlie is a dad. Charlie celebrated his first Father's Day. Charlie, tell them about your new bundle of joy.
I did. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was obviously earlier than we expected because we had actually scheduled to record on the day that Dylan graced us. So that was actually so I'll have to wear that one, guys. We've had a short paternity leave. So
Yeah.
it's okay. Honestly, it coincided in not a bad time because things were kind of quieting down. Now we've got a few more things on the docket. So hey, maybe it worked. Tim all of a sudden over here looks like a brand new person. So clearly something's working.
It's funny though, dude. Like, so usually, and this is for the audience, we would actually, like you said, you alluded to, we would give you guys a heads up that, hey, we're gonna go on a break. And like you said, we were planning on recording. We were going to take a break all the time anyway, because June is not a heavy reality based time. But yeah, Dylan kind of just said, you know what, dude, I'm coming now.
He didn't want to keep waiting. He heard that everyone's having all this fun out here, so he wanted to join and yeah, he came 3 weeks early. So
Well, you know what it was, dude. I know what it was because Dylan and I talked a little bit, and apparently it's because the Cubs have been in first place and killing it that he wanted to be here for that.
that is true. They had a very, very hot start to the Dylan era. He even made it as a quality baby on the Cubs broadcast on
I
Marquee, which was
saw that.
fun.
That was awesome.
So he's getting the whole experience so far.
You're already putting him out there as a Cubs super fan. I mean that's amazing. I'm waiting for Dylan to win Mound Ball when he's eligible.
Yeah, right. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Get everyone in the
Uh,
family to win at once. That'd be fun.
I'm waiting for him to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
Charlie's
ceremonial grounds crew.
I love that. Charlie and Rosie's friend, who is a singer, sang the national anthem at
Yes,
Wrigley.
shout out to our good friend Gina. Oh, and it was
W-
awesome. It
Way to
was, I
go.
gotta say, you know how big of a Cub fan I am. To see someone you know and care about that close on the field performing before a big like summer Cubs game, it was awesome. We had a great
Crazy.
time. Parents'
Crazy.
first night out. So
Yeah, you guys are glowing. I've been very happy for you guys. We have a new fan, a new listener. So, whether passive or not. So Dylan, I can't wait, and for our audience, I am headed up in 2.5 weeks to Chicago to see the family and to see Dylan and to go to the National Sports Collectors Convention and to go to a Cubs game and yeah, to catch up. I can't wait to see you guys.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
You're not
The,
going to recognize me, but
I mean, luckily, I have the honor that this is recording in video, so I can see you.
yeah,
If it wasn't for that, though, you're probably right. I'd be like, who is this guy?
I've lost over 60 pounds, which is
I think
crazy.
that's so crazy, dude. You should
Crazy.
be really proud.
I am continuing with the process. I am getting there. I'm almost below 200 pounds, which is unbelievable for me. I started this journey at 264.1. So yeah, it's crazy. It's
Wild.
crazy. We had a lot going on. I will say, the Mets were are in first place. We're in first place. Are in first place. We're in first place. Are in first place. We're in first place. Uh,
Yeah, that was a fun carousel. Honestly, with that division, Mets, Phillies, I mean, the Braves has been slumping a little bit, but the Mets and Phillies, I
a
mean,
little
those are
bit.
two great teams. But the fact that, they're up there keeping you guys honest, both same with goes for the Cubs. The Cubs haven't dropped out, but their lead has shrunk. The Brewers have been one of the hotter teams in the league. But the Cubs, Brewers, Mets, and Phillies have not, I don't want to say separated fully, but there's a nice gap at least for as far as reaching the postseason. Both the Cubs and the Mets have a good 4 to 5 game cushion for that. But as far as division go, yeah, it's one game, neck and neck, both divisions.
It's let me tell you something. I know I should be grateful for this opportunity as a Mets fan for my team to be in first place sometimes, but it is nerve-wracking because there's so much trauma. We talked about it on this podcast before. There's so much trauma built up as a Mets fan over the years that anytime we slip from first place, and you know this because we talk all the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm giving up baseball. I'm done. Like, I'm not following. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
I
you
made
know,
a
I'm a
I made
baby diapers."
you posted something one day and I made a comment tongue in cheek saying, "Oh, you're following baseball again?"
That was yesterday. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I not following baseball? I was always following baseball.
I know.
Um,
I was just giving you a hard time. But
as we,
I like to color the glass optimistic.
oh,
So
I know.
here's what I'm gonna say for you. Phillies had their hot run, right? Got hot, caught the Mets, but didn't pull away. Mets caught them again. Now all of a sudden, let's say the last like 7 to 10 days, the Mets have gotten back a bunch of key pieces. McNeil's been back. They just activated
He's been
Mania.
really back, by the way. He's been playing really well.
McNeil's been great.
Yeah.
I've been playing him in my deep
Squirrel.
roto league because he's had over 800 OPS.
Yeah.
So you've got him back, you got Mania back, you got Senga back. I mean, the Mets made basically 3, 4 trades by just getting healthy players back.
That's true.
And let's not forget, we're 2 weeks from the trade deadline right now. Both your Mets and my Cubs, I expect to be two of the more active teams. So I think both teams will be
I
bolstering
just
different components of their team.
dude, to that point though, I have Javi Baez trauma, and I just get so nervous with rental kind of things going on. I
Yeah,
mean, rental is one, like Kyle Tucker is one thing, and I don't call him necessarily a rental, but at least
that
you
was
had
also full
him.
season.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He at least you guys had him full season. It's different than when you
Yeah,
get someone
it's
for.
risky trading for a guy for 2 months. You're not wrong.
I mean, but the risk versus reward because we are in the hunt for a pennant. Um,
And you feel that they have the roster to
but
do
I
it.
don't want to, dude. I don't want to give up Drew Gilbert for peanuts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give up
Totally.
someone like that.
And
Like,
that's the nice thing about having Stearns is I don't think you're going to have to worry about that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think if any of your big guys get moved, at least one of the pieces coming to New York will be multi-year controlled.
I hope so, dude.
Stearns is too smart for that. I mean, look what he's already done in a couple of years.
Can we talk about the season that Pete Alonso's having? Like, can we just sign the dude? Like, what is happening here?
We
He,
each have an MVP.
yeah, you guys have Kyle Tucker. We have Pete Alonso. I
Oh,
mean,
I was saying Pete
oh,
Crow
oh,
Armstrong.
I know.
Yeah,
Can we
two
talk
Pete's.
about the year this dude is having? Oh my God. Like, again, you're giving me Javi Baez trauma here.
How much time do you have?
This is the Javi Baez trauma I'm talking about, though, with
I
Pete
know,
Crow Armstrong.
but at least he's in a tolerable place for you,
He
right?
is.
It's not like you
I
traded
love
him to the
Chicago.
Yankees or the Braves or the Phillies.
I've said this many times. I love the Cubs. I've never had an issue with the Cubs. If he's going to be anywhere and he's not in my division, let him be with
And how
Chicago.
about the fact that we have 3 consecutive spots in the lineup starting in the All-Star game? Cub Met
Unbelievable.
Cub
Tonight,
tonight.
tonight, tonight is the All-Star game as we record anyway. When you hear
I
this,
was telling
it's probably
Rosie,
over.
I can't remember the last time I've actually wanted to watch the MLB All-Star game. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm excited for the All-Star game, but let me tell you, dude, I have some I mean, I'm glad, I'm happy. Let me just preface this. I'm very happy with the Mets and the Cubs and the representation overall in the All-Star game. What concerns me
I
though
know where you're
is,
going with this.
dude, there's so many like I don't understand
Talking
like
about the snubs.
yeah, dude, like what? Like what? How is Juan Soto not playing in the All-Star game tonight, even as a reserve? Like I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
we both our teams have many player beefs right now. So
I
how
mean,
about Seiya Suzuki, who was
yeah,
leading the majors in RBI at the time of the reserves were picked,
yeah, exactly.
with a
Suzuki,
860 OPS. I mean,
Suzuki and Soto, like I just don't listen. And audience, I'm sorry out there, and I'm sorry, not sorry, but yeah, the Cubs and the Mets are pretty good this year, and yes, they should have representation. Any other year,
yeah,
you'd see a
the
ton
two
of
and the three
Dodgers and
seeds right
Yankees.
now in the NL are the Cubs and the Mets, and the
Yeah,
Dodgers are one half game ahead of the Cubs for first.
right, right, and the Dodgers have been behind the Mets at some point during this year too.
Yeah,
Come on. I mean, it just there is honestly, and it's one thing we share is a bias against the Cubs and the Mets, and this has always been an issue. I mean, there's been years where the Mets have deserved to have at least one player, even if they weren't doing well. I mean, everyone has one player, but they deserve to have two players, and they just had that one
yeah.
anchor player.
And how
But
about this? I'm going to give a few more snubs, but one more snub shout out for the Cubs. The player with the highest OPS to not make the All-Star team since like 2002, I believe it was that I saw. Do you know who that is?
no,
It's someone who doesn't get a lot of talk.
no, who?
It's Cubs first baseman Michael Bush
Oh, Bush.
having an
Yeah,
incredible season, numbers
yeah.
above Freeman. I mean, his numbers are higher than Alonso's, but Alonso should be there too, and he is, rightfully so. But that's how good Bush has been, which is crazy.
I mean, mind you, I mean, first base in the National League, you have Freddie Freeman, you have Michael Bush, you have Pete Alonso. I mean, the competition is pretty
It's
good at first
stacked.
base. Yeah.
It's stacked.
Um, I mean,
Michael Bush is fourth in the majors in weighted runs created plus.
that's
The
definitely a
whole
snub.
majors, not at first base, all hitters.
Definitely a
It's
snub.
Shohei, Cal Raleigh, and then I can't remember who was third, and then Michael Bush is fourth.
Can we just real quick? I mean, also, I want to talk real quick about Kyle Raleigh. Where did he come from this year? Like, he
The
was
big
not
dumper.
the big dumper. They call them that because he has a big dumper, and I don't have to explain it. But where did he come from? Like, I mean, he was always
He
good.
he had a big second half last year, and that second half has turned full time. Yeah, he is. Look, he people talk about him, and it's still not enough because he is not only doing what he's doing offensively, but he's playing platinum glove defense at arguably the most important position, catcher.
The toughest position.
Yeah, catcher, shortstop, probably the two most important on the diamond, and then throw center field in there, maybe a third. But
I called it. Who did I put on my fantasy team this
you
year?
did
I
draft Cal
do.
Raleigh,
I did.
and luckily you turned down woos of people trying to trade him. I think
I
I may have
did.
helped steer you in that
You did.
decline that,
You
and
absolutely
it's a
did.
good thing you did.
Um, I will say, too, I mean, as we're recording this, last night was a home run derby, and he did eke by a win. But he deserved it. I will say that was not so stacked. I thought that home run derby was not so.
See, I saw you texted me that, and I respectfully gotta say it was had a lot of young star power in
Oh,
it,
Neil Cruz
with
is
the
good.
exception
Like,
of Jazz, who kind of he may have stunk the bed a little bit, but other than him, it was pretty. It was honestly a pretty good derby.
I have some experience with jazz. I will say this. My feelings
Oh,
about
O'Neal Cruz. I don't know if you watched the derby at all.
no,
He hit a home run 513 feet yesterday.
unbelievable.
He had
I've
like
always liked
five of them
O'Neal.
more than 485.
I've always liked O'Neal Cruz, and when I say it wasn't stacked, I'm definitely not talking about him. He definitely deserves to be there. I have experience with Jazz Chisholm, because he was a Marlin. I
Mm.
will say he was better as a Marlin. I think he's kind of stunk to bed since he went to the Yankees, to be honest with you. Um,
Don't look at the numbers.
I don't
It
want to
might
look at
be
the
the
numbers.
short porch, but he's basically a 40 homer in 162 games as a Yankee.
I'm still annoyed that he left the Marlins, but
And
whatever.
I also gotta say though, does that show the difference of the short porch? Because a lot of those balls that Jazz had flyouts in the home run derby are homers at Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
So the Yankees, as much as I don't like them, give them a little credit there, identifying a
All
guy who
right, all
could maybe
right.
thrive in that home situation.
Whatever.
He's got what? I'm pretty sure he has like
I
17 homers this year already, too.
haven't been following. I don't follow the Yankees. What are you talking about? Except when the Mets are beating them. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for the second half. We're at the All-Star break right now. I am really excited about the second half, and I have a feeling when I'm up there in Chicago in a couple of weeks, we're going to be hearing some things happening in the trade deadline. It's
I
usually
was
when it
gonna say you'll
happens.
be here like right at the deadline.
Yep, and that's usually when stuff pops off. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets pick up some starting pitching by the deadline. I'm just afraid, like I said before, about what we're giving up for that. Pitching is always a hard thing because it's so ugh, you can get so unlucky in that department. Let's put it that way. It's always risky. But we need it. So we need decent pitching to kind of push us through the rest of the season.
Yeah, and just real quick for frame of reference, Pete Alonso, amazing season, All-Star, 908 OPS, 21 homers. Jazz not far behind, 17 homers, 862 OPS.
Okay, I'll eat crow.
Pretty
I'll eat
good.
crow. That's pretty good. I'll eat the crow.
He did do terrible at the home run derby though, which
He did.
I will give you full credit for because he had three homers.
I was rooting for Cal Raleigh, just so you know.
Yeah,
Um,
nice.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was happy
it
for
was a
him.
fun one. A
It's
lot of young star players, and don't
Mariners.
forget, a lot of people didn't even do it. We didn't have Judge, we didn't have Shohei, we didn't
Yeah,
have Schwarber,
Alonso.
Alonso, a lot of guys who've won it a few times already. So
I will say, the Seattle Mariners are one of those teams too, kind of like the Baltimore Orioles, where I kind of will root for them when they're not playing the Mets. I'm like, I'm fine. Or the Cubs. Now that I've met you, I'll root for the Cubs too, more so than I did. Yeah. So I was happy for him. I like the Big Dumper. He's a good dude. He does a lot of good stuff too for the community in Seattle. So it's
yeah,
good
he
stuff.
does.
I like that.
Yeah, I was
Um,
happy to see him win.
so what else is going on since we have, well, there was a reality show that has aired almost half the season, if not more, since we went off and we haven't even talked about it.
We
It's
did we
on
briefly maybe mention it right
maybe at the
before?
beginning.
I think we briefly talked about it because I think Peter hadn't been added yet.
Yes, we were talking about Josh Martinez and banging the pans and Big Brother, and we're talking about Destination X, a new reality show on NBC. What are your overall thoughts of the season so far?
I gotta say, I've come around more on it. I'm not gonna lie. I think the first couple episodes, I was kind of. It could be because Peter's on it, and I like his gameplay because has helped it. But It's honestly, I've. I think I've liked it more than I expected I would. I'm not saying I love it, but I had a low bar, I think.
And I had a high, I guess as a fan of like a show like The Amazing Race, I had a higher bar. Do I think
Yeah, see, I had never watched Amazing Race, so I think we came into it from two different perspectives.
you will, it's premiering in
That's
September.
with all Big Brother players. I'll probably watch that
Yes.
one. You're right.
Yes. I will say this. It's not Amazing Race is constantly adrenaline. Like you're going. It's boom, boom, boom. There's like,
Hmm.
activity, right? There's like they're out and about. This is a different show. Yes, it's a travel related show, but it's basically you have to guess where you are, Destination
Hmm.
X. So in that regard, there's a lot that's hidden that I think takes away a little bit of the intrigue and excitement of the actual traveling part of the show. But I will say it Jeffrey D. Morgan is a great, I think he's a great host.
Hmm.
He lends that kind of that Walking Dead type of persona to this show, which is interesting, I find. I love the goggles that they get
The
electronically turned
vision
on
on,
and
vision
off.
off.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. There was one episode where they were literally in a challenge where they were all the way up and they had they're like, what's happening here? And they turned the goggles on and you could see they're suspended in the air. And I mean, and I think Peter's doing a great job. So a little preface of the show, folks, for those of you who have not maybe watched it yet, is basically contestants are traveling on this bus that has the screens like blacked out,
Yeah,
basically.
like a big coach bus where the beds are in there and
It's
everything.
sick bus. Like for a bus,
Yeah.
it's pretty sick. And they're traveling from destination to destination throughout Europe. And each day they're in a different destination and they have to guess where they are based on clues. Usually they'll take into a location with goggles on that are electronically blocked out, that are sick, that are awesome, and they have to guess. I will say there are some very interesting characters on this season. There's one dude. You want to talk about him?
Who? Which one? Biggie?
Biggie. My God.
He's an interesting fellow.
He's a character. Like
He's
if
great. He's funny.
he's a casting perfection as far as a reality show goes. I mean,
Yeah.
and I looked at his social media. This is like his thing. He's a comedian. So he's like, he has these quips that he does. And he's like, I can't even mimic it, but he's like, uh,
He
whatever's
says he says
happening, he
dog
says
gum a
something,
lot.
doggone it, dog. And if you're going to do
Very
this and
southern.
his confessionals are some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on
Yeah.
reality TV. Like it's good. So I mean, the casting is great. Peter, of course, Peter Weber, who was on The Bachelor, and of course we know him from The Traitors. Probably one of the standout stars of that season of The Traitors, in my opinion. That didn't that won it. I mean, he was one of several people that won in the end. He's doing a good. He's good with that GI. Although last episode, not so much. Luckily.
Yeah. Well, how about the first time that none of them got the country correct? That was kind of crazy.
Well, Peter landed in Italy, but he was nowhere near
Right.
Venice.
Right.
I
Yeah,
knew
that's
it was
right.
that's the thing. I'm watching. I'm like, they're going to be in Venice. I mean, they talk about bridges and I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think they thought
That's what
maybe
I
they
was
couldn't
gonna
go
say
back to
was
Italy.
the most recent episode, I
Yeah.
thought they had the most amount of like cool hidden clues within the challenge. I
Yeah.
think they did a good job pointing those out on that time.
I did too, and it's funny that none of them got it. I think it's a good show. I hope it gets renewed. I would love to partake in applying for that show for sure.
That one's like so up your alley.
Yeah, it's so up my alley.
You could be season two's Rick.
Wait, what? What?
And I mean that in
I
a
didn't
great
wait.
way. I think Rick is one of the favorites.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to admit though, the first he didn't start off really strong in the first episode or so, but
No, but you got to admit I mean the most recent game, Peter literally picked his entire alliance on one team simply because Rick had not lost a single challenge.
that's true. That's
So
true.
that I think was he was maybe playing a little bit with house money, but it worked out in the end for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wow. Yeah. Uh, all right, so we're gonna keep recapping Destination Next. Now, I will say I don't want to speak for Charlie, but I don't know how regular our schedule will be, but we will be back semi-regularly with episodes as we go, definitely for sure. We will be, as we go through the summer, because with the show we're about to talk about after I just give this little announcement real quick, we will we will definitely have regular episodes of Around the Bases as we go throughout the summer. I will say in the news today, it did come out the Emmy Awards, the Emmy nominations, and nominated for Outstanding Reality Competition Show this year is The Amazing Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, Top Chef,
That's
Survivor.
all for seasons that have already aired on TV.
Yes.
Okay.
Top Chef, Survivor, and The Traitors. Those are all nominated for Outstanding Reality Competition Program. I think that's awesome. From my thoughts, I believe Alan Cumming was nominated for host of reality show. I
Jeff
think
as well.
Jeff Probst was nominated. Interesting
Was
how
there a Daniel Tosh in there?
I don't think there was a Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We're Charlie is referring to the goat, of course. Yeah, which we both love. That we don't think is coming back. But House of Villains is coming back.
They
We do know
they
that.
made more than one season of it, didn't they?
I don't think they did.
Or no, was there only one?
No. Yeah,
For
I wish
I
they
was
did.
thinking there were two.
I love Tosh. Like I just thought he brought this certain charm to it.
Me
Like
too. I hope he gets to host another something like that. He's good at
yeah,
that.
he really is. I enjoyed him too. With that Gabby, it was announced Gabby is going to be hosting some show coming up.
That's Alex Cooper's like the producer of it. It's
That's
on
right.
Hulu. It's like a dating on a cruise or something like that. A cruise ship.
Kind of like the Love Boat, I guess, a couple of years ago that came out. That there was a reality version of the Love Boat, the
She's
real.
uh she's made and not Gabby, but Alexandra has made a little bit of a not an enemy in the Chicago area. I don't know if you saw that,
No,
but
why?
she sang the seventh inning stretch at Wrigley a week or two ago and kind of made a mockery of it, and people hated it. It was not good. I liked
Cringe.
her before. I was not a fan.
Oh, what
Not a
like
fan.
so it's just like I mean, if for those of you that don't know, I'm sorry to explain, but the seventh inning stretch at Wrigley Field is like a baseball legend experience. Like Carey started that. It was like it's been a whole thing. So what happened exactly?
I mean, it seemed like she was making fun of it, honestly. It's so bad where if you just type in
I have to
Alex,
look it up.
if you just type in Alex Coop into, don't even finish her name, the third thing is take me out to the ball game.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she got booed heavy. It's everywhere. I'll send you the link and you can watch it later. But it ended up getting put into the top five worst anthems at Wrigley. And there's been a few that you can probably remember, like Ozzy Osbourne and his in. Yeah, you found it already.
Chicago Cubs and take me out to the ball game. That's the thing
Yeah,
that come up.
comes up right away.
Oh my God, that's crazy. All
Yeah,
right, I'll check it out.
you won't like it either. Just warning you now,
Oh
as a
no.
baseball traditionalist and purist.
Oh, okay. I will definitely watch it and we'll report back in next episode for sure.
Yeah,
So one show that we both love, that we both are fans of, huge fans of, Big Brother is back. We have just started a new season of Big Brother. Dude, this cast is
first
pretty fire.
first two episodes came out. Yeah, they're definitely playing a lot harder than the season where everybody went unanimous every single freaking week.
Unbelievable. Like they're already like you got Jimmy, they're already conspiring and like going after each other and s-
Hold on, can we first talk about the most important thing that's happened maybe in the history of Big Brother?
what's that?
Showergate.
Showergate. Yes. So how many hours did she take a shower?
It kept getting pushed. My favorite thing is when stories keep getting exaggerated because someone first said an hour and a half, and then later someone said it was 2 hours. So I jokingly was like, I can't wait for someone to say 4 hours.
I think they
But
did.
that's honestly though, can we just say read the room a little more?
Yeah, that's
Like
well, that's just where the
I
social
agree
game.
it's not like a crazy huge deal, but like just read the room.
Read the room and kind of move, maybe shift your behavior, like you said, to the room. Like you have to, like we've talked about this many times on this podcast. The social aspect of a reality show cannot be mistaken. Like you have
Yeah.
to read the room. I can write the same. I don't know about you. I can write the same story every year about contestants that fell to read the room, and they're usually one of the first eliminated.
And
Um,
shockingly enough, even though she went in with good terms, she's on one of the three on the
she's
block.
nominated.
Notice how I said
Yes.
three.
Yes, because BBAI Arena, although it's not being called that this year, is back, which we predicted. I mean, it was a
Yes.
great twist last year. It's back. And the other two people nominated are one of them was
The
the so
actual accomplice.
there, so we didn't explain what that was yet.
Yeah.
This season is a mystery. So the house is like a murder mystery, which is funny because what did I do last year? I was a murder mystery actor. So it's funny that this is the well, are they like looking at my Instagram? What's happening? The house is a murder mystery house, and what they did with twist was they brought first of all, as an audience, we see 16 contestants coming in the house, and we're like, okay, traditional 16 contestants. No, there's a whole expect the unexpected thing, and all of a sudden there's somebody coming at the door. And of course, we knew that there was going to be a 17th house guest. We open up the
It's
door.
poverty.
Oh, you're
Just
really gonna
kidding.
go there? All right.
Just
So let
kidding.
me explain to our audience.
I'm
So,
just
no,
kidding.
I want to explain to the audience though. So before Charlie and I show, we kind of game before the show, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be this person, it's gonna be that. I said it's gonna be poverty, and then I said it's gonna be Rachel, it's gonna be, and I think at
The
one point
internet thought it was 50 different people for a while.
Charlie thought I was giving him 50 different people, and I thought maybe it was Suri again, right, from Big Brother 25, and Survivor. But no, it was Rachel. Rachel floaters grab a life vest, and I will say Charlie doesn't know Rachel from Big Brother. Charlie knows Rachel from the Traders.
That's
Uh,
true.
I will say she is one of the most iconic Big Brother players to ever play the game, without a doubt. You talk icons.
How many seasons has she played
Oh my
prior?
God,
Like at least three, right?
but this is the first season she's playing without Brendan, her husband, who she met on the show.
Wait, she's
Um,
played with him on all previous seasons?
all previous seasons she's played with him, so this is the first season she's branched out on her own.
Wow.
Rachel,
How
they
have they
call it
both been
Rachel.
back together so many times?
Big
Because they got
Brother.
married
She's been on two All Star versions. I
and
know
he was
that.
with in both of them?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
There was another version where they brought it was a regular season like this, but they brought Brendan and Rachel, and they brought Jeff and Jordan, who was another Big Brother couple, on. That was another season. And one season she came on. Maybe it
Were
was
they targeted as the two couples, I assume?
no, they kind of lasted. I think that was the season Jordan actually won the show, which is
Wow.
crazy. Jordan and Rachel both won their one seasons.
So all the newbies did not learn.
Rachel has won Big Brother before. I mean, she
Yeah,
is
she
a
won
Big
the
Brother
first
winner.
time, right? The first time she met Brennan on it?
I think the second time.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought I
don't.
saw they showed like a clip of something where she was
Yeah.
talking about it and he like sacrificed him for her or
Oh,
something.
maybe it was that. I'm bad at with
If we were to go back and rewatch one of her seasons, which would you recommend?
the first one for sure.
Okay.
Floaters grab a life vest. She's unbelievable. Like, so I have trouble. Memory is not my favorite thing. Let me put it that way. But I have trouble recalling things sometimes. So, but I'll have to like I'll get back to you and tell you exactly the history
Okay,
because
good.
we'll
You
have
got a
plenty of
nice
time to talk.
list.
But I will tell you, Rachel is freaking unbelievable. Like I'm a fan in a good bad way. If she makes really good TV, I will say that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and you're gonna really
Yeah,
and between
she was entertaining on Traders, that's for sure.
her and Jimmy this season. Woo-hoo. Jimmy was ready to get Rachel out right away until they drew a curveball, which I expected coming because she wasn't there for the first HOH where she's able to stay a week, and that's I of course by design because you want to have Rachel on at least 2 weeks. I mean, to get the most out of that. Um, it'll be. I think she'll be okay. I don't think she's going to be early limb because I think a lot of the house guests are kind of quote unquote starstruck from her being there. So I think she'll last. It's going to be an interesting season. I think there's going to be a lot. There's like this. I don't know what did we call him? A demon man? What did they call him?
I don't
Like
know. Something.
there's a guy in this red. Like he looks like who's the dude on episode 1 of Star Wars? Darth
Yeah,
Maul.
that's
He looks
exactly
like
who he
Darth
looks like.
Maul.
Yeah. That's a really
What's
good
happening?
that's a good reference there.
Um, but it's exactly what we expect from Big Brother. We expect that campiness from Big Brother, So I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
Any early favorites or predictions of who of anything?
It's so hard the first week, but
Here's
what?
I have one.
Yeah, go for
Here
it.
I'm calling a big sleeper right now. I
Ooh,
think is Lauren.
I
I
agree with
think
that.
I think every one of them is underestimating just how smart she is. I just want to point out, okay, so we mentioned that there was this twist where there was someone who had to help do all these things where Rachel came in as the 17th house guest. But she was the only one who knew it had to be a girl because if Rachel's replacing someone, they weren't going to have 9 women and 7 men. So it had to be 8 and 8, and she had to be replacing it. Not one other person in the house knew it. No one thinks she's a super fan, and she is. I'm telling you, she is a sleeper. Everyone's gonna think, oh, she's just ditzy, whatever. I'm telling you, she's smart and she's gonna pull the wool over on a bunch of people. That's my thought.
I agree with that actually. I think I honestly she's gonna make it far without a doubt. When she said that, I was like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, oh wait, no one else is understanding this? Like no one
Yeah, how
sees
did
this?
not one other person say that or bring it up?
Insane. Like
Sleeping at the wheel.
and so what did they do? The top two vote getters are both guys.
Zay
Zay and the cowboy
and Riley.
Riley. Which
And
I don't
Riley kept saying multiple times, go ahead and vote me. I'll still be sitting here. He
which
told him
was
flat out.
which was brilliant. If you think about it now, Riley is the only one for sure they know is not lying about being the
Mm-hmm. So now that built him up,
accomplice.
hopefully, some goodwill with a lot of people.
Although this is something the show set up, so I don't know why they're angry at the accomplice. I mean, they were just doing what they were supposed to do. I don't ever
Right.
get that, like why you're
Also, I
angry.
will say it seemed a lot easier when they showed the replay of how it happened than they let on to be because
She
she
had a
hit a
remote.
button that set a timer that did it 10 minutes later when they're all sitting down together in the same place. So it had nothing to do with where people were sitting. So you know what that reminded me of was one of the shows. I forget which one it was, but they're just you know what I was saying was it reminds me of Traders in that people are jumping to, oh, I saw this person react like this, or this person was sitting over here and I heard foot. It's just like randomness.
So random. Like what? Why? Like what are you doing? It's gonna, you know what, dude? I will say this. And I think I said this to you on a text. I said, this is like, it's refreshing. I feel like this is a refreshing season. The casting is great. I feel like the twist is something we haven't seen before. We haven't seen this murder mystery type of thing. I like that. Like, I like that it's something different. And I think they can do a lot out of it. And I love the fact that they brought back the AI arena. I love the idea that, you're going into eviction night not knowing whether or not you're going to be safe if you're on the block. I love that. Like it brings an extra
I,
element to the show.
I also think that it leaves the potential for more future backdoor situations, and you might have more spots where, um, what's his name from a couple Taylor? No, not Taylor. What's his name? Who is real good? Who dated Rubina? Tucker. You could have more Tucker situations where he says, "Put me in because I'm confident enough where I can win one or two of those and just keep pulling myself off."
Yeah. Exactly. And it's almost like a good strategy and akin to the Survivor fire making towards the end where you're kind of making, your list, saying, hey, look what I've done.
And you're
Uh,
saying, "Hey, I'm going to put myself into fire to eliminate this player." Like it leaves room for that.
It does. And it adds an extra layer also for people like me that look at the feeds and know exactly what's going on. Like I already sitting here and you're going
That's
to
what I was
say,
going to
of
ask is
course you do.
how much of the live feeds have you already been watching?
I already know who wins the power veto.
Of course you do. And that is the least shocking thing revealed on this podcast.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you have to admit though, I'm not sharing it. Like I
I will
respect.
say you're nothing but consistent.
I'm good with confidentiality though. I can keep
That's
stuff.
true.
I can
That's true.
I can keep stuff. So I'm rooting. I don't know. I have a couple of favorites. I'm actually rooting for Jimmy because I like that drama a little bit. I'm
I do
hoping he
too. I hope he
kind of.
stays for a little while.
I'm
No, wait, hold
rooting.
on. Now the first three that are up, let's assume.
I'm
Oh, I guess
hoping.
I guess with two rounds of it, you can't really assume anything. But
Well, I one
who
round. I
would you
know.
hope? Who would you hope? Well, that's true. Who would you hope?
I'm afraid to
Who
answer
would?
that question.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? We'll abstain from that because you already know. There's no reason to lead. So we'll abstain from that
I
for
will
now.
say
I'll
one
just
of
give my opinion.
okay.
I really hope, and I didn't want to, but I hope Showergate goes because we didn't even get to mention part
Me
two of
too.
this. But part two might be my favorite part of this. After Showergate, so many people kept talking about it that the HOH himself told her not to make a big deal
It's
out of it.
funny.
And she She must have knocked on the door, what, 77 times? And every time
Oh
he'd
my
be like,
God.
I'll get you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I gotta say, I thought he handled the nomination ceremony pretty well, all things considered, because obviously she was going to feel some type of way about that. But when she goes back and watches it, I think she'll realize that, yeah, maybe she stepped in that herself a little too much.
Dude, she nominated herself. Like with that constant knocking. It's the funniest thing, the way they show it, like boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait, what? Excuse me? What? What? Oh, can you come on? I mean, I would have nominated her if I was best friends with her. Like, come on. Like, you have to have some kind
There,
of
there was
trust.
even there was even a moment where she had said, okay, I'll come back later. And then someone else knocked and they filmed it like it could be somebody else. But then it cut and it was her again. I gotta say, I was laughing really hard at that edit.
Great editing by Big Brother. Absolutely. I will say, with the nominations, I'm rooting for Zay. I like Zay. I'm hoping he kind of moves far. He seems like an interesting character too.
Okay, so he
Um,
won the first one.
no, no, not necessarily. No.
I'm kidding. I'm
I'm not
kidding.
giving any. Look at you. Like, no, I'm not giving that away. I learned last time. We had this moment last
So he
season
lost the
when
first one?
I'm not saying anything. What are you talking about?
You're
Anyway,
I'm boxing you
and
in.
by the time this episode goes out, this podcast, the people will know anyway. So because
That's
it's
true.
on tonight. Um, he's good. I like
No,
I
it's
like
tomorrow,
say.
isn't it? It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah,
I,
All-Star game is
I'm
tonight.
so that's right. Say Zay, I saw has a connection. If you don't know, Zay is friends with Sammy from Survivor 43.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
interesting. I looked in further. Apparently, Zay and Sammy auditioned for The Amazing Race together, and then they chose Sammy for Survivor 43, and so that Zay is because I
And
follow
then
a
they're
lot of the
like, well,
Survivor
now we have to
people.
take the other one for Big Brother, and then we can put them together on Amazing Race.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works, like full circle. Now I follow a lot of like you, Survivor people, and I saw Sammy put up a post about Zay, and I was like, wow. I'm like, oh, okay, they're connected. So I guess I'll root for Zay too.
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
yeah. So that's our last season for while we could tolerate her.
And
We were
then
rooting for
and the accomplice who's up as well, it has made an alliance with Rachel. So for that reason, we might want to see her stick around a little longer if you're rooting for Rachel.
absolutely, and which is it's a beautiful alliance to have them together. And listen, that's the thing that kills me, bro. Like on these reality shows, as a fan, I'll always not fanboy out and just want to get rid of these people because I know how good of a player they are. For the majority of people, though, a lot of them are reality fans to see like be playing with Rachel. They get so starstruck they don't see the threat that she is, and they're gonna keep her in the game. It's crazy. Like, I love her to death. I love, love, love Suri. I'm a huge fan of Suri, but they kept Suri in a long time in season 25 of Big Brother. When she played, and I think she's probably going to be the most iconic Survivor play. She's only a Survivor player right now, but the most iconic Survivor player to ever play Big Brother. I'm sure we'll get more in the future because that's just the way things happen. But
Yeah, it's trending that way too, and it seems to like if you think about it, all even some of these other shows, if you throw a Survivor player or Big Brother player, someone that people like, you're gonna get more people just to watch it. So
absolutely, absolutely. Do we have anything else to discuss?
there's also we briefly talked about the 1% Club.
Oh yes, I will say this real quick. Joel McHale is fabulous. It's
Much
really
better.
fantastic. Oh my God.
I know you were gonna lean into that no matter what, Mr. Anti-Patent over there.
I'm not anti.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
not.
I'm
I know, I know,
kidding.
I know, I know. But I love Joel. Is just so freaking witty. Like I love Joel McHale. Well, ever since we're a little biased, I mean, he did make fun of my buddy's shirt that was not picked out for.
You know what I feel like is I feel like he taps into his inner Jeff Winger when he hosts shows.
Yes, yes, yes. And he has this constant, almost like I don't know if you know, Jimmy Kimmel has this thing with Matt um
Matt Damon.
Damon, right? He has this thing with Ken Jeong. So
Yes, yes, that's good comparison. Except they like each other more.
No,
Ken
they
and
all like
Ken
it.
and Joel.
No,
I
Jimmy
know,
and
but I
Matt
mean
do.
acting wise.
Yeah.
Jimmy
Um,
and Matt really lean into hating each other
yeah,
first,
they
but
do.
it's great. It's great.
It's awesome. But yeah, love. And honestly, I think the questions seem to be a little better this season, if that makes sense.
And speaking of bringing other former people from other shows, we had a Big Brother player play. We had a whole episode of like four farmers wants a wife. So they're really leaning into that stuff.
Don't get me started with that.
I know, Fox people.
I don't understand.
Fox bringing in Fox. We see
Okay.
it. We see it.
You can't do another show on Fox. Okay. Okay. All right.
Unless you're a farmer.
Unless you're a farmer and want a wife. But
Maybe then he
uh,
didn't get a wife.
maybe,
The
maybe.
winning farmer who won his wife is ineligible from 1% Club.
Here, spoiler alert, they all got eliminated from 1% Club.
They did not win.
No, they did not. I'm enjoying the season better, and I'm not a Patton hater, but he should not be hosting game shows, in my opinion.
It's
He
hard,
should.
and also each episode's its own standalone, so it doesn't really matter what order you watch them in. But I will say there have been a couple where I thought the 1% question was far tougher than other weeks. One of the weeks was I thought super easy.
Super easy. Yeah.
But again, it's a little different playing under the lights, as we know.
Oh, really?
Not for you, you dominate.
Um, sometimes I don't.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Trivial
Mm,
Pursuit. We
Trivial
have
Pursuit.
family.
Trivial Pursuit. I kind of
You did pretty well. You beat a guy who was a multi Jeopardy winner.
brilliant. Richard is awesome. Richard is awesome. We just talked today. Actually, I love him. Um, yeah. And speaking of other game shows, by the way, Fox, Ken Jeong has a game show coming out called 99 to Beat. They just put a promo out today. Another former Big Brother player
Is
is
that the
on
one
it.
where they're all sprinting in the middle for those balloons and stuff that I saw in the
Yes.
preview? Okay.
Yes. It actually looks interesting. I can't, I first thing I see is that's 100 contestants. I'm thinking how we all would kind of, as a cast, we are family, should be just thinking of that. It makes me laugh. Um, but they're going for $1 million. They're giving
I
away a
saw
million
that.
dollars. That's wild. And you have a former Big Brother player in the mix. Fox is really leaning
Who is in
into
that?
the Broadway guy. I forget his name.
Tommy?
Tommy, yes.
No
Tommy is in
way. That's
99 to
hilarious.
beat.
That's funny.
Tommy Bracco is in
Yeah.
99 to beat. It looks great, and I know some casting people that cast this show that I follow and that I was involved with in other projects, and they're awesome. So I'm sure this cast will be incredible. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see for sure. And Logan Casting Collective, shout out are the ones that kind of cast for that show. That the same ones that cast for We Are Family and The Floor. Floor wrapped up two more seasons of filming this summer, so I'm looking forward to those as well. Trivial Pursuit is renewed with Scrabble. Scrabble has a new host. I don't know if you know this.
I did know. It's
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson, that's right.
Yes.
And Martin Short's hosting something,
Match
match game
Game.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Short is taking over for Alec Baldwin of Match Game for obvious reasons. Um, and on Scrabble, Raven Simone is sticking around as an executive producer, so she's still there. And my buddy LeVar Burton is back for more Trivial Pursuit, which I wish I could do that again. That was just a great experience.
And how
Um,
about in the non-TV world? Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out in 10 days.
yes. Have you seen, by the way, speaking of which, and we're going to have him on the podcast very soon, our buddy
I
Mike
have yet to see a
Evans,
movie in theaters since
since
Dylan. I
having
know
a
that's what you're going
child.
to ask, and I want to see it so bad.
I do too. Our buddy Mike Evans is very very briefly, and to my disappointment, in the new James Gunn Superman movie. To our disappointment, we're gonna have him on a podcast to talk about his experience soon. So, but shout out to Mike. We love Mike. Mike is with us on We Are Family. Mike has been on our podcast before. He's a really good dude. They filmed this movie in parts of it in Ohio. And yeah, I was a little bummed.
Yeah, his big hug scene.
Yeah, the big he plays the dad of a girl getting rescued by Superman. So I definitely want that's on my list of
But
movies
we
to
we
see.
are hopeful that the extended cut will be in it because there's a lot of times they add a bunch to that.
100%.
And it was in the trailer for God's sakes.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully. All right, buddy.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, you'll
I
you'll
have no
probably
ex
be first.
I don't have a Dylan excuse.
That's true. That's why I was asking.
I need to see it though. Dude, it was so good to see you and catch up, and
Yeah,
I can't
it's
wait
good
to
to be
see
back.
can't wait to see my nephew in a couple weeks.
Yes, he's
Real
waiting. He's
excited.
waiting.
Real excited. We'll be back, folks, soon. We won't be gone as long. But with a new dad, the schedule is going to be flexible to Charlie and Rosie and Dylan, and we're going to make it work throughout the summer. We'll have episodes for sure. It might not be every week, but we will be back.
And we'll definitely be keeping everything updated because we've got two great baseball teams in the hunt. We've got Big Brother back. There's a lot going on.
We got a visit to Chicago coming up where I
Visit
get to see
Chicago
you
coming up.
again.
And before we
Absolutely.
know it, Survivor will be back.
Survivor 49, and then 50 is already in the can. And we have
And how about
and
Traders?
spoilers already out for that. And Traders, and several Big Brother players are in this episode of Traders, including Ian Terry. And you have Tiffany from the Cookout, Mitchell. It's going to be a good season of the Traders for sure, with Big Brother fans that we are. And Yam Yam from Survivor. So it'll be good.
Yes, it's going to be fun.
All right, this has been Around the Bases, the pop culture and sports podcast with your host.
Charlie Seymour,
And I'm Tim Sternberg. Until next week, have a great week. And bye, Dylan. Take care, everybody.
go National League.
Go National League. I was about to say Nats. We don't want that. Go Mets and Cubs. Bye, everybody.